Results are in, and we've got a team of reporters covering the biggest races this April municipal election.
Within the last hour, we learned Barbara Buffaloe will return as mayor of Columbia. So let's get to those results in the Columbia mayoral race.
KMU8's Bethany Cates has been at Barbara Buffaloe's watch party all night.
And Bethany, what was the reaction of the crowd when they learned she'd won?
You know, the energy was electric in here as those results came in. As incumbent mayor Barbara Buffaloe will serve another term as Columbia mayor. You can kind of see it's clearing out in here now as those results came in fairly early throughout the night. And her supporters showed their face, letting it be known that she deserved another term. And earlier she shared with me that her knowledge and experience on how the government is ran was what she was leaning on tonight as those results came through. And Columbia voters made that clear tonight. She said walking in these doors tonight, she was a little bit nervous, but she is excited and ready to continue the work.
What we saw today was people showing up and voicing their opinion about the fact that Columbia values might be different than what we see happening at a national and a state level.
And you know, the one thing that she kept saying throughout the night is this is the energy that Columbia needs and that she will continue throughout her next 3 years. Reporting live in Columbia, Bethany Cates, KMU8 News.
All right, thank you for that, Bethany. Elsewhere in Columbia, Blair Murphy is reacting to the loss after losing by about 4,000 votes.
KMU8's Hunter Walterman has been at his watch party all evening. And Hunter, there were some pretty notable supporters there for Murphy. How are they and everyone else there dealing with the loss?
Yeah, there were, and John, I would say really one word is shocked. Within the last hour, Blair Murphy addressing supporters here tonight saying that he is done with local politics, but not done trying to help out his community. Now, as he addressed the crowd here, clearly a very difficult moment for him. At one point, almost coming to tears, saying he did not expect this. And I think a lot of his supporters here tonight also didn't expect it. Murphy taking the stage shortly after 9 p.m. to announce that he had conceded and called Mayor Barbara Buffaloe. At least one woman in the crowd yelling no. And tonight, a stunning defeat for the most well-funded candidate to ever run in a Columbia mayor's race. Murphy tapping into some very real frustration and anger for some voters who feel that violent crime and homelessness is out of control in the city, but ultimately that message not resonating with a majority of voters, and that's still sinking in for Murphy.
You know, it's just really hard, man. I just didn't think this was going to happen. This outcome was going to happen. I really felt good, and it's going to take a little time to sink in.
You mentioned some of those high-profile supporters that were here, including Mizzou head football coach Eli Drinkwitz, the head of Columbia's police union, and the father of a Mizzou freshman who was shot in downtown Columbia back in November, all leaving pretty disappointed tonight. Reporting live in Columbia, Hunter Walterman, KMU8 News.
All right, thank you, Hunter. And as we mentioned earlier, public relations specialist Tanya Heath finished in a very distant last place again.
Now, this is her second go-around in the mayor's race. She came in fourth in 2022, losing to Buffaloe. KMU8's Monica Johnson caught up with her at her watch party at Dickey's Barbecue Pit within the last hour. Now, Heath's supporters gathered to celebrate her at the end of the campaign. She says despite the loss, she's looking at the positives from tonight.
I was just honored to go through the process, do the best that I could, and talk to as many people from as many wards as I could about, you know, what their concerns were. So I'm going to put that knowledge to use in whatever way is going to make a positive difference in Columbia.
She says she doesn't plan to run for mayor again, but is open to running for other positions in the future.